Hi.
Hey.
We got married.
It's official.
It's official. Wow. You're my husband.
You're my wife.
We're kind of giddy.
Just a little bit.
We're on our mini moon in the desert in Utah. We haven't really had that much time to sit down and just recap, or I guess rehash the events of last weekend. So we figured we would do that on camera so that we can remember it forever and so that you guys can come inside our wedding weekend. We planned our wedding for over a year. September 21st was the big night, but September 20th was our rehearsal dinner, and then September 22nd we had a big brunch. So it was really a long weekend affair. Can you tell me what the morning of the wedding was like for you?
The morning of the wedding. Okay. I didn't sleep very well the night before. That's for sure. I think I woke up at around 5:30, maybe 5:45. Felt like I hadn't really slept very much at all. Got up, I went to the flower field where you and I had been the day before for one of our photo shoots, one of our sessions, and picked some flowers for you. And that's right by a beach. So I went to the beach and did a little walk by myself, just hanging out, taking it all in before I was officially to become a husband. And then, yeah, I came home. I just had a lot of energy. I was very pumped up. I'll just say the music was quite loud in the Jeep on the way back home. I got back, caught the flowers for you, worked with Allie to put the flowers in the right place upstairs where you would see them.
We have the cutest video of Michael. Allie subtly took a video of Michael when he got back with the flowers that he had picked, and he stood for probably 5 minutes cutting them and tying the twine around them and forming them into a bouquet.
Yeah.
And she showed it to me the morning of. She was like, I just want to show you what Michael is doing downstairs. And it was so cute because he cared so much about the flowers.
And I put the flowers with the note that I wrote to you for the morning of, and the gift that I got you, which was another ring, a flower ring for your other hand that apparently matched your dress, which I had no idea of.
Very much so.
Yeah, from then on out until my groomsmen arrived, I was pretty much just pacing everywhere. After some of the pacing was done, I decided, okay, I need to get some of this energy out, so I played some tennis, which was definitely helpful. Although I was very, very careful, because I've been known to hurt myself from time to time, so I just was moving very gingerly around the court. And that was pretty much it. And then I showered, started getting ready, and that's really when the rest of the day kicked off.
From my perspective, I also had difficulty sleeping the night before the wedding. We actually didn't sleep in the same room that night,
Yeah.
So I slept with my sister and Michael's sister in this bunk bedroom downstairs. I could have sworn that the two of them were sleeping, and I just couldn't sleep because I was so excited. I wasn't nervous at all. I was just kind of like going through the events of the next day in my mind, and I was so excited for what was gonna come. So I couldn't sleep, and probably an hour after we got into bed, when I thought they were sleeping, my sister whispered into the room, "Is anyone up?" And then me and his sister were both like, "Yes, we're all up, we can't sleep." And so all three of us got up and like turned the lights on, and we were just talking about how excited we were and how we couldn't sleep. Eventually my sister and I went into the bathroom, we had a little pep talk, and we got back in bed, and I was like, I'm going to sleep now. I'm getting so much sand in my eye. I probably didn't get that much sleep because we went to bed on the later side. And I woke up at about 8 a.m., went to like the stairwell leading upstairs and kind of shouted for someone to come get me because I didn't want to risk walking upstairs and running into you. We really wanted to not see each other until we did our first look. So I shouted, my sister came down, and she was like, "The coast is clear," and I ran upstairs.
And at that point, I was in the kitchen still with pretty much everyone else. And so I was standing at the fridge, and I turned to face the other way.
So that you wouldn't see me.
Just in case you were anywhere close.
Once I got to that upstairs area, I stayed there until my dress was on and I was ready. None of my bridesmaids were there yet. I just saw the bouquet of flowers that he left for me and the ring he left and his note. Oh my god, he's such a squishy.
And he went to the beach lane to pick the flowers.
He picked them himself.
Oh my god. And then I put on my really comfy white robe that I was gonna wear for all of the getting ready. And very slowly, my hair and makeup people started to arrive. Actually, my makeup artist, Stephanie, had slept over at the house the night before. So first thing in the morning, she put these eye gel pads on me to kind of depuff my eyes. Yeah, so Stephanie was my makeup artist. My hair was this amazing man named Basilis who works for Makeup by Flynn. And he was a total dream. I remember when I did my hair trial with him, I told him what I wanted, and it was a messy bun with a braid. And he was like, oh no, darling, we're doing something else. And he gave me this, you know, giant braid with extensions, and I was like, all right, this is the look. So he totally designed my wedding hair. He was great, and he helped all my bridesmaids too, and he was just bringing the mood up, and everyone was feeling great. So my bridesmaids started to arrive probably around 9:15, 9:30. I think the first bridesmaid was getting makeup at 9:30 or 9:45. Everyone was just in such a good mood. I was so calm. Everyone was like, are you okay? How are you doing? How are you feeling? And I was just, I'm so good. I mean, I was at this point not nervous at all, no stress, excited for what was coming, but also excited for every step of the day. So I wasn't anxious to get to the ceremony already. I was really excited for the morning preparations, and we just sort of let the day flow.
It's easy to build it up in your mind when you've got a year plus to think about it and to plan things and everything. We both were very thoughtful leading up to it of, okay, we've done everything that we can. Our moms have done everything, our party planners have done everything that they can to get everything in place and to work well.
Mm-hmm.
From here on out, we don't really have control over any of it, so let's just enjoy it.
Yeah.
We only get one of these days, so let's have fun.
After I got dressed and ready, which took probably from about 9:30 a.m. till 12:30, it was time for my first look with my dad. My daddy had not seen me in my wedding dress yet, so I was really excited to show him, and it was my first time revealing the full look to anyone outside of the bridal party. So I had my hair and makeup done, I put my dress on, and I went downstairs, and I sort of rounded the corner into the room where my dad was standing. And he's a very emotional guy, so he kind of lost it. My gift to him on the wedding day was actually an embroidered handkerchief that said something along the lines of all the walks we've taken, today is by far my favorite. As you give me away today, know that I'll always be your little girl. Something like that. Of course, he lost it when I gave him that too. But we did the first look. He cried. My siblings cried as they watched. Then it was just about time to get all my finishing touches on to do my first look with Michael. And the planners and the videographers and photographers had walked him to the first look spot probably about 20 minutes before I was ready. So he was just standing outside. What was going on with you?
I was staring at a tree. I don't know what to tell you. I wasn't sure what was going on, but yeah, I was facing obviously away from the house where you were coming out from eventually, and I was just looking directly at a tree. There was one of the videographers to my left, so I at least had someone to chat to for what you said it was 20 minutes. It probably was. It felt like
An hour.
45 minutes to an hour at least. Just because the suspense was building. I hadn't seen you all day. I was so excited to see you in your dress and everything. That was definitely the most nervous I was during the day up until that point. Just walking across the yard and up on the porch, your bridesmaids were up there waiting to see the first look. And for some reason, when I was walking over there and looked up, I just kind of got a knot in my stomach. I don't really know why.
What did one of them shout at you?
Hotter than Derek Jeter or something like that.
Hotter than Derek Jeter!
Which, if you know me, means a lot.
So I was led outside of the house. I came through the main double doors, and I saw all my bridesmaids lined up on the balcony above, and I saw all of your groomsmen sitting off to the side under the pool house pergola. And I don't know why, we didn't plan it this way, but that was the quietest walk of my life.
Well, her dress will be green by the time the wedding happens.
saw you standing with your back to me, and they told me, go down the steps, turn right, walk until you're a little bit in front of Michael, and then turn towards him. And I was kind of looking at our photographer, Dan, from Rowie Yohei Studios to make sure that he was telling me I was in the right spot. And once I got there, I turned. I think Dan told me, like, go a little more. So I turned and went a little further, and then finally you turned around. And I can't wait to see the actual video of it, but from what I remember, you sort of buckled forward at the knees.
Yeah.
I think that means I took your breath away.
I was just stretching.
Yeah. But you bent forward, and then you walked over to me, and we hugged and kissed, and then I heard everyone else get loud.
Kind of lost it for a second. I think I was just overwhelmed by that moment, just because I was so excited to see you. And then, yeah, turning around, just like kind of put my hands on my knees.
Are you crying?
No, nobody's crying. Strategically wearing sunglasses.
Did you know what my dress was going to look like? Did you have any ideas?
No, I had no idea. I mean, you know, I had no idea based on our prior conversations. I hadn't honestly given it too much thought. No, I knew it would be white. I knew it would be pretty long. I didn't think about whether it would have flowers or be kind of sparkly, or I don't know. I didn't really know exactly what it was going to look like.
Did you like it?
I loved it. Yeah. No, when I turned around, the whole thing was just kind of overwhelming between your look and your hair, just because I'm not used to seeing your hair like that. It was really beautiful, and then the dress and everything. It was a lot, a lot to take in, but it was great. I kind of liked the idea when we first got engaged of maybe not doing a first look and actually seeing each other for the first time at the ceremony. And you convinced me or talked to me about why that might not make sense, and you were totally right, because this way we were able to enjoy
the day together.
Almost the entire day together.
Yeah. A lot of people told me that my wedding day would just sort of float by, and I have to say I think the party part floated by and just like was a flash in my mind, but the rest of the day felt pretty elongated. I remember so many moments of it, and like you said, I almost feel like the getting ready was one day, and then being at the venue and going through the ceremony was another day, and then the actual party was its own day. Now that it's over, it's easy to say it went by like that, but I definitely remember a lot of moments from the day.
Definitely.
So as soon as we finished our first look, which was at about 1:15, we went off to a couple of locations to take some other photos. We had found a cornfield and also a beach that we wanted to go to, and what was the third?
A sunflower field.
And a sunflower field. We found these locations before the wedding. I'm getting so much sand in my eyes. So we went to a few of these locations and we took some amazing photos, and I'm really excited to share some of them with you here, but we haven't seen any video footage of the wedding yet, so I don't have any videos yet, but that's coming soon. After we went off to the locations, it was time to go to the venue.